Hello, 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 welcome to episode 392 of Prog Review. And today, if you haven't read the title of the description, I'm talking about this one, For Your Pleasure by Roxy Music. There are some that say, oh, Roxy Music, they're not prog. You probably haven't heard this, or the previous album. There you go. So I'm going to put you right. Recorded in February 1973 and released the following month, that'd be March. This is their second studio album. And wow, it's also the last album to feature the talents of Mr. Brian Eno. I think you may have heard of him. Again, the album kind of follows the same template as the previous one, but more refined. I think more refined. Not so many rough edges. Could be to do with the production. The production this time is handled by Chris Thomas rather than Pete Sinfield. It opens with the belter Do the Strand, which is a ridiculous celebration of various dance moves from around the world, and the Strand being a fake dance move. Also, the name of a cigarette, that used to be uber cool on posters. So it's very playing with cultural references. He loves doing things like that, and so it's a glorious romp and lots of wordplay and jolly good fun. This is followed by Beauty Queen. Again, there's lots of stories. There are lots of songs featuring stories of various lost loves and whatnots, and it follows that structure, and Ferry does a lot. There's a lot of repetition on these themes of girls who have gone by, and Beauty Queen is a similar to that. Strictly Confidential. It continues the album before the belting Editions of You, which is an absolute, it's kind of edgy and punky and sax led and really, really good fun song. But it's track number 5, In Every Dream Home Our Heartache, which is where we go, we head progwards. Oh yeah. And I always remember hearing this. I heard this on the Tommy Vance Friday Night Rock show on Radio 1 when I were God knows when I was a wee sprout, and I didn't know who the band was because I missed the introduction, or I wasn't paying attention, or I hadn't taped it, I can't remember, but I heard this song come in, retuned, and the song was on, and never hearing the song and never knowing the band, the payoff of the song, which I'm not going to reveal just in case you haven't heard it, literally blew my mind. And I was like, wow, what the hell did I just listen to? Because the vocalist I thought, I know that voice. But it was years later when I was getting into Roxy that I found this song again via that remodel VHS that I was talking about back in the day. And it was like, it was them all along. And it is a story told out with synthesizer burbles and doing his thing, and it's it's a story put to music. It's very cinematic and you've just got to hear it. It is just amazing. It's an amazing track. It's one of their best tracks, I think. If we had the LP, we'd flip it over and find The Bogus Man. Now, what can I say about The Bogus Man? The Bogus Man is just wow. It's again 9 minutes 20 of, I don't know what you call it. It's just, I've never really understood what The Bogus Man is. I know it goes on for 10 minutes, nearly 10 minutes. I know that not a lot happens in it, but there's something compelling, and it's a bit like I was telling about Terry Riley and repetitive music and Eno doing his looping thing. I think it comes from this. I think Eno may have had a hand in it, I'm not sure, but The Bogus Man is just so left field, and they used to play it live as well, complete with everything going on. And then Grey Lagoons, back to more traditional fare. Again, it's another another spirited love song, lots of imagery. Ferry doing his thing, but again, it's a personal favourite. I do like that one. And the album it winds up with the title track, "For Your Pleasure." Again, "For Your Pleasure" starts off, and you go, okay, that's good, and it sounds like a normal song. But then when you get to the end because it goes ta-ra, which means goodbye, ta-ra, it all starts going all wobbly and weird, and you have Judi Dench. So "You Don't Ask Why," and there's all these sound effects and things going on, and it goes on for quite a time, and you're thinking, well, what am I listening to? And it's quite freaky and scary, and that's the album. And that's how it ends. It's like, wow. And I wouldn't say. I mean, I like the first album a lot. I've got a lot of time for the first album because again, it's just there's a lot of ideas. It's all kind of. I've reviewed it. Go back, watch it. The second album's good. It's good, but I don't know. I always see it as being. I think there could have been. I think there could have been more. I don't know. There's something that lessens it for me. I don't know. I've never figured out what it is exactly. I don't know if it's because the Bogus Man, even though I like it, just feels like it's sometimes I feel that it's padding. And sometimes I think it's a great track, and I'm kind of divided by that. I'm never really, again, I don't understand it. I like it, but I don't. It's just you gotta hear it. You really have. It's just a weird one, but hearing it live on Viva Roxy Music is interesting. But yeah, I mean, so it's the Roxy's last gasp, but being Prog. The first two albums, you have a lot of very interesting ideas, a lot of interesting use of production and synth work from Eno, and this is them stretching out a bit. It gets a little bit more traditional with Stranded, which was released in the same year. I look at these and you think, wow, these bands are releasing like 2 albums a year in some places, and they're strong albums. That's quite an amazing achievement. But yeah, and so you've got the classic album sleeve there, which is pretty cool. And that's Amanda Lear, by the way. She was Brian Ferry's girlfriend. I think he made it his duty to sleep with most of the people that appeared on the covers. But you can't see she's walking wherever that is. And there's Brian on the back, you see. But yeah, so it's an iconic album sleeve as well. Carl Stockler did the photography, and again, the package is just as important as the music. They're very into their image, very important. Again, it's almost like a magazine. It's almost like a magazine shoot sort of thing. They bring in a Vogue and those kind of imageries to the rock world. So yeah, in terms of a rating, I'm going to give this 4 bogus men. 4 bogus men out of 5. That's 4 bogus men out of 5. And yeah, I think you should give Roxy. All we're saying is give Roxy a chance. Yes. A very interesting, very art rock, more than prog. But I'll let them in the door. I know a lot of you are going, what can you do about it? But do give it a chance. So that's it. My name's Darren Locke. I've been talking about Roxy Music's For Your Pleasure, which is their second studio album from 1973. Please remember, follow me on the Twitface. There's the music at darrenlock.com or whatever it is. Patreon, please give me your money, please. www.patreon.com/lock. And that's it. I'm out of here. Only one more thing to say, and that's prog on.